Welcome to Trove Talk, your weekly gaming and getting to know you podcast. I'm your host, Trevor Starkey from TrevorTrove.com, and joining me tonight, I have Lauren Wilson. How are you doing, Lauren?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So, for those of you that, for those of the audience that don't know Lauren, who are you? What do you do? Where can people find you? Give the whole spiel.
Whole spiel. Okay, I'm Lauren. I go by, I think, a different name on every single social media, so that's always incredibly helpful.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. So it's just Beasley Tweets, which is in Trevor's tweet, and that's all you really need to know. I am a production coordinator over for Legendary Digital Networks, which is a subsidy of Legendary Pictures, and more specifically, I work for Nerdist and Geek and Sundry on their new exclusive service. It's called Project Alpha. Plug projectalpha.com, man. It's $5 a month or $50 a year.
Link in the description below.
But I do two shows for that, Sidekick with Matt Myra and a show called Mothership. So one of them being live and another being live to tape. So
great.
It's fun times.
I'm sure we will discuss that a little bit more in our getting to know you topic later on in the show. And then, so we know each other through the Kind of Funny community, as pretty much all of my guests have been on the show at this point.
We're the best kind of people.
Absolutely. And you are one of the fellow Kind of Funny Facebook admins. You also were the co-captain, or are the co-captain for the Extra Life team.
Correct. Yes.
Real quick,
all these things.
How are we doing on the Extra Life? How's everything going there?
It's great. We are number 5. We've passed $80,000, which is crazy because I think last year we only reached $55,000. So who knew year 2 could be $25,000 more than we did last year. So it shows how much the community's growing and is willing to help out and go above and beyond. So we almost did, because with the Kind of Funny live stream for their 24 hours, I think we passed the 55,000 mark within the first 12 hours of doing it. So that was a sight to behold.
And we went into it pretty high too already, right?
Yeah. We were already in the 30s, I think. So we were pumping it out. It was super fun.
Lots of people doing early streams and getting their support in early.
Exactly.
Excellent. So for those of you who've never seen the show before and are jumping in for the first time, maybe because you work with Lauren over at Nerdist, hi, welcome to the show. Trove Talk is basically a 4-part show. We start out with Lauren's gaming history. We'll kind of talk through her history with video games. Then topic 2 will be her favorite game. Topic 3 will be the Getting to Know You topic, where we talk about something completely outside of the gaming sphere. And topic 4, we wrap up with Trove Topics, which is community questions from tweets from friends and whatnot in the Twitter sphere. So without further ado, some of them being trolls, Zyger1337. So without further ado, Lauren, tell me how you got into gaming.
Okay, so my first ever gaming console was an Intellivision. I have no idea how.
Nobody has brought that up yet.
I have no idea why it's in our house. It's probably still there. I want to say it's on my mom's side, a hand-me-down from there. But yeah, it was. I couldn't tell you what I played on. I remember a baseball game, and that's pretty much the only game I remember playing on that thing. But it was really cool because I don't know if. You guys can Google Intellivision, but the controller's a number pad and a little circle thing. And so every game would come with a little thing you can slide into the number pad so that you knew what the controls were. So I just remember the baseball game and having that control pad. But yeah, I just remember playing that a ton. That was my go-to thing for a long time. But I had to be super young. I don't even know. But
I'm pretty sure that's before my time. So
yeah, it came out in 1980.
A hand-me-down.
And it only sold 3 million copies or units. So again, no idea why it's in our house, but I should bring it out for Christmas and take a photo of it. But
yeah,
it'd be fun. See if it still works. But
and then you jump from there to the GameCube or something.
Exactly.
Like that, right?
Great. I had that for 20 years, and then I was like, oh, PS4 time, I guess. But no. So I played like on the computer too. Some like I remember doing a lot of SimCity, like
Excellent.
SimCity 2000 or whatever number.
A classic.
Yes, indeed. But eventually, one Christmas, my brother and I got an N64 with Mario Kart, and I think Snowboard Kids maybe was also.
I love Snowboard Kids.
I love Snowboard Kids. That is like the only game my parents know how to play, and so every like Christmas we pull it out, and my dad plays a specific character, and we'll only play a certain level, and he beats me every time, and that's the only time he ever plays a game.
Nice.
But no, it's a lot of fun.
It was a standard in our household too.
Really?
Like my dad, my sister would play Snowboard Kids.
Yeah.
And Snowboard Kids 2.
Yeah, Snowboard Kids 2, indeed. Yeah, I remember one time my dog chewed up the cartridge, and that was not good. We went out and got another one, but we would rent a lot of those games too. That was back with renting.
Yeah,
but yeah, so
that's kind of been the it's come up a couple times over the course of the show so far. Like N64 was the prime era for like renting games from like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I would also buy games from eBay. I think N64 was the only time I ever bought anything from eBay. I bought Super Smash Brothers from eBay. It was great.
Okay.
I think I bought that from eBay, and I bought Glover, I think, from eBay. But I somehow missed Mario 64. I never played that game.
Nice.
So
Well,
I got the like DS version later so that I could redeem myself. But
it's okay. We had Ben Bellevue on the show last week, and he also had not played Mario 64.
Really?
He did not play the 3DS version. He only it was like he knew that he hadn't played Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, and he played Ocarina of Time, but he never played Mario 64.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I don't know. I can't imagine playing Ocarina of Time on the DS.
Yeah,
it seems so weird. I don't know. I refuse.
I didn't play either because I was like, I got my fill from them.
Yeah, exactly.
I still have an N64. I can hook it up if I really want to dive into those.
Yeah. But
awesome.
Yeah, in the N64, I did just a lot of like the racing games. We had Cruising USA too.
Okay.
Which
did you
is
have
like
Beetle Adventure Racing?
No, I didn't actually. Cruising USA. I tell myself now I don't like racing games. I'm like I played the crap out of Cruising USA, so maybe I would. I don't know. But we had Zelda, both Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, but that was more of a game that I watched my brother play the whole time. So like to this day, I've never played Majora's Mask, but I can tell you everything that happens in it because I just watched my brother play it through and through. Same with Ocarina of Time, but I have played it. I went back and played it eventually. But when I was, because the N64 came out like in '96, so I was like 4 years old. I don't know what year we got it. But
I always feel old when I have you people on the show.
You always feel old, yeah. But so Zelda always seemed like too big of a world for me. Like I was just always too nervous to play it. It seemed really scary, especially like at the end, like the tower and everything. Like I was just like I could never, like too complex for me. So it was really nice to have my brother play it for me in a sense.
Okay.
So
what's the makeup there? You're like it's you and your brother.
Yeah, it's just me and my brother.
And your brother's older. I
yeah, my
presume?
brother is 6 years older than me.
6 years older. Okay.
So yeah, he had plenty of experience, but I remember like walking upstairs and always just finding him playing the game. I'd just run up and I'd sit on the couch and just hours just watching. That's all I needed, was just quiet watching. And so, no, it was a lot of fun. I actually only recently, maybe back in high school, I probably finally decided to play Ocarina of Time myself because I felt lame, very lame. And it's hard to like actually bring myself to do it because you have that memory of just watching my brother play it, and I didn't really want to change that. Mm-hmm. But I also, I just needed to experience it myself, I guess. And then I tried to play Majora's Mask, and that's too stressful. I don't like the day thing. Don't like the day thing at all.
Nope. I could never get into Majora's Mask because I was like, nope, I don't have the I like taking my time with games. I don't like a game where I'm forced to like. And I know I know you can use the songs and stuff to slow down time or turn back time or whatever. But I'm like, nope. I just
watch the clock the whole time. I was like, I can't. I'm like having a heart attack. Heart's racing.
I don't need. That's why I don't do speed runs. I don't need. That's not what I'm looking for in a gaming experience.
Speed runs are not needed. But those Zelda will always be my favorite franchise because of it. Just having those memories. Every time I play a Zelda game, I think of that time. And I always would bring. I remember one year, maybe I was still in college so I could do this. I brought my Wii U home and I had Wind Waker for it. And so my brother had never played Wind Waker because he kind of after the N64, he just hasn't really done a lot with gaming. But so
what a loser.
I know, right? But he would play on the tablet. He thought it was so cool, the Wii U tablet, and everything else. But it was just again right then and there. I would watch him play Wind Waker, just when we were little, and I was like, I love this. I can still watch you play. I've played the game though before, and I've beaten it, but I just love seeing him play it for the first time. But yeah, so N64 happened, then the GameCube. I was straight Nintendo until this generation. I had never played an Xbox or a PlayStation, none of those games. So so I just went from N64 to GameCube, where I played a ton of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Tons of Tony Hawk. It was great. I think that was, and then the Super Smash Brothers, of course. I can't even remember what games I had for GameCube. I remember there was a Shrek game I had.
So you had the Shrek game?
Oh yeah, I had the Shrek game, and I played through that a ton. And then Tony Hawk though was I loved the music in that. I would just jam out, and then Smash Brothers. I didn't have Double Dash, oddly enough. I never got Mario Kart for it. I got Ty, the little tiger. Do you know, I don't know, what?
It came up on one. I think maybe with Frank or somebody mentioned the Ty, and I'd never heard of it at that point. But
really, I was I don't know what his official name is, but I had that game. I really only had I had a ton of N64 games, a ton of them. But for the GameCube, I really only had maybe 7 or 8 games. I really didn't have a lot. God damn it. What's it called? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. With the Chows. That was, oh my god. I need to stream that and name Chows after everyone. Because I have it for Steam. Because I bought it. Because I love that game. Yeah, that and Tony Hawk were the best. But yeah, and then from there on, I don't even know what came after that. The Wii? That's GameCube to Wii. That seems like a weird jump, but yeah, that's what happened. Okay.
Were you playing mobile during any of this?
Mobble?
Yeah, handheld.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, I had Game Boy Pocket. Was my first Game Boy. My brother had the original, the OG Game Boy. I had a red Game Boy Pocket. Then it broke, so I had another red Game Boy Pocket. I still have both of them, I think. And that was a lot of Pokemon Blue. That was a lot of Kirby. I had a Bugs Bunny game and a Little Mermaid game. Those were probably all like Kirby's Pinball and Pokemon Pinball.
Yeah, solid choices.
Yeah. Those were all... Was Pokemon Pinball 4? That might have been Game Boy Color. I don't even know. But there was those games, and then, jumped to my pink Game Boy Color, which were all, I feel like, pretty similar games, because you could just play the same Game Boy games over.
Yeah.
You could have them weirdly tinted,
colorified.
And then after that was the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, my purple Game Boy Advance, which I lent to a friend and never got back, so I don't have that anymore.
That's a crappy friend. I hope you you're friends with them on Facebook just to see that you're doing better than them.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And then so all my games, I just all portable games, I just think of all the Pokemon I played on it. I feel like that's
certainly the kind of the recurring theme. There were a ton of other handhelds, but that has been such a consistent presence throughout the last 20 years that that's what
true.
sticks in people's minds.
And I had like Game Boy Advance. I remember having like a ton of those, like of the cartridges. Like I had like a pouch for them all. But I could not even tell you what games I had other than Pokemon.
I've pulled it out before on the show, but like I've got here like a little tin that has a whole bunch of my little Game Boy Advance games and stuff.
Oh, is that Final Fantasy?
So I've got a bunch of the Final Fantasies right there on top, and
Kingdom Hearts,
one Kingdom Hearts. When you mentioned eBay earlier, I thought, or I remembered, because the Pokemon Sapphire that I have in here, I got through eBay and it didn't work.
Oh no!
I bought it on eBay and it was broken, and I was like, well, that's money I'm out. For you. And thanks eBay.
Yeah, never had that experience. Games always worked for me.
So that's the only Pokemon game that I have that I can't actually do anything with, and I haven't bothered to pick up a working copy of Game Boy Sapphire. So every other one,
Emerald, Man, what games did I have? I don't even know. That's just depressing. Did
you play like Golden Sun or anything? Any of those? No. Other RPGs. Okay.
I don't know. I know exactly where they are in my room at home. I know exactly where that pouch is. Nice. I can easily go in and see it, but no, I'm gonna have to look. I don't know. I just remember Pokemon Emerald and Sapphire and Greenleaf. And that's all I needed in my life.
I mean, it gets the job done. Right. Plenty of hours worth of content in those, especially if you're trying to collect them all.
Exactly. And then I never got an SP because my parents weren't going to buy me another device that played the same exact games.
But this one was a clamshell.
I know, and it had a backlit light. Like, come on, how else am I supposed to see in the dark? But no, they just made me use my little gaming light thing that you could plug into the Advance.
Nice.
And then from there was the DS, and I never had a PSP or anything, so the Vita's my first PlayStation portable device. So I just had a ton of Nintendo. I was just a very big Nintendo person. That's all I had. I've had all the Game Boys, so so I had my blue DS. That eventually the hinges, one of them broke, so it'd flop around. Yeah, and that's the only time I've ever bought it again. Like I bought the newer version, the DSi. And I told my mom, I was like, I need it because this DS is the only way I can play my Advance games because my Advance got stolen. It was never returned to me. So I didn't want to break it. So I was like, this is the only way I can play my Game Boy Advance games. So I got a pink DSi as well. And I really like that system. That was a good make of the DS.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much less bulky, very nice, had a camera, it was pink, so all the things I need. But my DS, I played WarioWare a ton on that game, or on that system. The one where it's just all that's what WarioWare is, but I did that. I remember being in church and playing that. I'm sorry. But I did a lot of that, a lot of Pokemon, a lot of, I feel like I only had Pokemon games for that one. I didn't have too many. I don't know. I cannot remember any of my portable games except for Pokemon. But I remember doing WarioWare on that a ton.
And then, so through all this, so you've been Super Nintendo kid, and you mentioned a little bit of PC gaming. Kind of in there with the SimCity
very rare.
And stuff.
Yeah, I always wanted Diner Dash. My mom wouldn't buy it for me, so.
Okay.
Joke's on her. It's free on the iPhone now, so I get to play it now all the time. But I did that, and I played RuneScape. I don't know what year that was. I was 12, because my name was Sport Girl 12. 12 for my age.
Yeah.
So it was solid. So that was 2004. Oh boy.
Haha, you made yourself feel old there.
Yeah. So I played a ton of that. That was my first. I don't even know what you would call RuneScape. It's an MMO RPG, I guess, sort of.
A little bit.
Yeah, but I did that, and then that was that, and I don't know if you count Neopets as a game, but those are my only two main computer games. Neopets RuneScape,
Okay.
and SimCity. Those were all. My dad had like Doom. I remember the floppy disks that we
Uh-huh.
had, but that was more like him and my brother.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I didn't do a whole lot of computer stuff.
Okay. Because I have a whole collection of like sim games, like Sim Town and Sim Ant and Sim Earth and Sim Tower and like
Yeah.
just all of the
Oh,
sim games, all
yeah,
of
the
the
Sims. Yeah,
themselves.
totally. I played a ton of the Sims. Sims 2. I
Sims
played
2,
a ton
okay.
of the Sims 2. Sims 2 Pets, everything. Yeah,
University.
that's right. Yeah, Universe. I had all the expansions for Sims 2. That was my jam. I forgot about the Sims.
Yeah,
That's like
I
the
would-
one and only time I played those games. Sims 2.
Because like Sims was probably when I was in high school or something. So I look back and I look at all those discs and I'm like, wow, my parents had to have hated me for like
Yeah.
insisting on getting all of the expansion packs, including
Yeah.
like the magic one from like the first Sims and holidays and all that
Yeah.
all that stupid stuff that I look back I'm like I had a ton of fun with that, but also I spent way more money on those games than I ever needed to because I did not there was no reason I needed to play them the day they came out and pay the full price for the latest new pack
$40
or
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I brought those games over. I downloaded The Sims onto my grandmother's computer as well. Because after school, my grandpa would always pick me up and drive me to, he would be there for the school bus drop off because they wouldn't let you drop off a child without a guardian there. And then he would take me next door because that's where they lived. And so I hung out there until my dad was done farming. And he would bring me home. So I had like an hour every day. So it was watching The Young and the Restless with them and playing The Sims on their computer. So I guess I either had two saves, like, one at home and one at my grandparents, or I only played at my grandparents. And then I had my...
So what kind of Sims player were you?
What do you mean?
Like, I would spend a ton of time building
yeah.
exquisite mansions or something like that.
That's
like,
pretty much what I did,
I would
too,
just
yeah.
plug in Rosebud all the time, get myself tons
Yes.
of money, and then
Yeah.
just like build the best places I could. Like, so I was like the architect player.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I would play the actual game, like the actual like sim living, for a while, but I never got super far into it because I know like on the new like SimCity 3, I played a little bit of like just the base game, where they like actually age that wasn't in Sims 2, was it? That's just Sims 3.
No, it was in Sims 2 because you've got like the college age for going
Yeah,
to
like
and stuff.
so I never
aging was
actually
a little bit in.
Yeah, I never actually got to like an age change ever on those games, like,
I mean,
or like the baby,
it was definitely
sure,
something
but
you could turn on or off.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and same with Sims 3. I just like it was like, oh, you have to play for like 20 sim days, and they'll grow into a young adult. And never happened. But I have a ton of families and a ton of homes
Nice.
that all work out well.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine in high school who was much more like the social. Like I got her into the game, and she loved it, and she became she became the kind of person that like made all of us as her friends like characters in the game, and then would try and like match people up. And she would get mad because like her boyfriend wouldn't spend any time with her, but my sim would. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm not trying to like jump into this as a sim affair.
Yeah.
But
Definitely. I had a friend in college who that's all she played. She wasn't a gamer, but she played The Sims in every waking moment. Her boyfriend built a PC for him, and then it would just turn into The Sims machine. That's all she played. Like,
Nice.
She was like, you need to study. Go. I'm going to play The Sims now. So, oh my God. Those games were fun. But I can't invest the money into all of them.
I'm the same. And I would, in addition to, like, the packs and stuff, I would also scour, like, mod sites, basically, and, like, download, like,
Yeah, I did that too,
items and
actually.
stuff like that.
You could buy, like, really cool houses. Not buy, but, like, download really cool
Yeah.
pre-made homes that I would never be able to make in a million years.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of those.
When you mention like floppy disks, like I would, I have a stack of floppy disks that are like Sims, like just random items that I downloaded from those sites onto floppy disks to like install them onto my computer back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in my day.
I don't know why I just thought about this. Maybe because of Mario Run, but I just thought of Super Mario's typing.
Oh, Mario teaches typing?
Mario's teaches typing. Yeah, whatever. Mario's teaches typing.
Yep.
They need to do that again. I would buy it. and then get really good. And then the same with the number munch. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
I don't know if I did it. I don't know. I did not have a Mario number crunching game.
Well, it wasn't a Mario game. It was just a
Okay.
weird. I can't even pinpoint what exactly you did in it, but it was number related.
I grew up with like Reader Rabbit and Math Rabbit, which were the educational games of the time, and it would be like, hey, solve this math problem, and the rabbit will like hop and do a little dance or something like that. Dumb stuff
that was
like
before my time, clearly.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, no, Mario teaches typing. I totally did. And I know like stuff like the Trevi Fountain because of Mario is Missing. So
It's true.
my gosh. And that one sticks in my head because I was like, Trevi, that's like Trevor. Neat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so those are my prime computer games that I played.
Very cool.
But so I was just so I've had all the Game Boys. I have my 3DS now. Now I have a Vita. But yeah, so in college, because I had my Wii, I brought my Wii with me, but I kind of fell off gaming a little bit, just because I don't know. I guess I just
get busy
really
in college.
Yeah, like exactly, like college happened. But I started playing World of Warcraft for 3 years, so that happened. And
we'll dive into that in a little bit.
Yeah, that happened. So that was
that's really like gaming dried up. It's not that it dried up. It's that like it just all got funneled into one place.
I got kind of sidetracked with gaming. That was freshman, sophomore, and junior year of college. But then towards the end of it, my senior year, when I decided to live my life, I decided that I'd missed out on a ton of games, like just focusing on WoW for 3 years. So I got an Xbox 360. So that was technically my first non-Nintendo console. But I didn't play anything on it because it was towards the right at the end of its life cycle, to where I had no idea what to play. There was 1,000 options, and I played Borderlands on it, and then which is my first FPS game, which I loved, and found out that I like FPSs apparently and guns. But and then I just played all the free games that came out with Xbox Live Gold. And that's
were you
pretty
the one
much
that just tweeted out everything you know about guns you know from first-person shooters? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was me.
I'm pretty sure that I saw you tweet that.
Yeah, that was me.
Nice.
And so I really didn't play I played Gears of War, one of them, and one of the Halos, just because it was free through Gold. But I really did not take advantage at all of having it, and so that's why I decided with this new generation that I just bought everything. I bought the PS4, I bought the Xbox One, and I bought the Wii U. I thought I'd just keep, make up for lost time. And because I also found out that if I wait too long and there's too many gaming options, I'm never going to play them. I'm just going to give up. So I wanted to be able to buy the games as soon as they came out and just play them. So, so now I have that, and I don't play the Xbox a lot, but it was my last purchase.
You've also got your gaming PC this time around.
Yes, I do.
So I literally really all set on
I have
all
the Vita, the 3DS, my PS4, my Xbox One, my Wii U, and my gaming PC. Because I just went crazy.
And remind me the name of your gaming PC.
Oh, CC the PC.
There we go.
Yeah.
I knew it was Jim and Pam's kid.
Yeah.
So.
Jim and Pam's kid. Yeah, CC. Cecilia, but CC the PC is my PC's name. No, I forgot I named it that. That's fun. But so I just really wanted to make up for lost time, because I just felt like only playing Nintendo games my whole life, I had missed out on quite a bit. And even when I played Nintendo, I didn't really play many prominent games like Final Fantasy. Mm-hmm. Never played that.
Well, by the time you got into Nintendo in the N64 era, Final Fantasy had basically moved away from Nintendo. So
that works. Okay, fine. But you had the Game Boy Advance games. I didn't even do that.
The ports of their glory days from the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I think I had a Kingdom Hearts GameCube game and a DS game, but I never liked either. They're weird games. Definitely a DS one. I don't know. I want to get into Kingdom Hearts too, but I think I just need to play the main games.
Yeah, I would say wait until the 1.5, 2.5 remix.
Yeah, that's what I want to get.
You'll basically get 6 games in one.
It'll be great.
And you can play the 2 that everybody plays, Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
And then you can just be like, yeah, all the rest of these are dumb.
None of these matter.
Alex and Danny and Christian and everybody that I offended with that comment.
Yeah, I feel like I've missed out a lot not playing Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, so one day. That's why I like these remasters for these new generations, because I did not play any of them, like Last of Us. BioShock I had played. My friend from college loves BioShock, so they made me play that. That was almost like my first 360 game, I think. Okay. But, yeah, so it was a lot of fun. But then, so I just bought everything this generation, and I am pleased with it all. I don't know if I will buy all 3 next time around. Or I just don't know if I need my Xbox, because I really don't, just as of now, I'm not a huge fan of many of their exclusives, so.
Okay. And also with, even if you end up becoming a fan of their exclusives, you can play most of them on PC
on the PC now, which is great. Yeah, that was awesome. I forgot about that. That will be cool too, to where I don't have to buy a whole other console. So
yeah, I'm in the same boat this generation where I have everything. I predominantly play on PlayStation. Like if I'm playing a multi-platform game, that's where I'm playing, because. For the arbitrary thing of like trophies and whatnot.
Trophies,
just also, it's like that's the one I've got on most of the time, so it just makes it's easier to just plug everything in there. But I enjoy, like, I don't begrudge getting my Xbox for just the Xbox exclusives. I begrudge getting my Wii U for just the Wii U exclusives a little bit, because I just didn't spend any time with them.
I really don't have that many Wii U games, because I went through a phase where I didn't want to spend $60 on new games. Like last year, I just was trying not to spend that, and because Nintendo doesn't drop their prices on their games ever.
Yeah.
I refuse to buy a $60 game for a 2-year-old game. Like, the game's been out forever, and it's still $6. I refuse to spend that.
Yeah.
So I just will never play them. The system is still
out there for $300 when.
Yeah.
The Xbox One and PlayStation 4 have dropped below that at this point.
Exactly.
Even Xbox especially, it's like they started as a $500 console this generation, and they're already down to $250.
$250,
so, get your shit together, Nintendo, because that's why it didn't sell.
Yeah.
You refuse to take a loss on it to try and sell the games.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Switch though. I think, assuming I want the Switch just to be everything. Like, I don't want to have to buy a Switch and a portable, a 4DS. I don't want that.
A 4DS.
A 4DS.
That's like, even if they came up with something, they wouldn't name it the 4. Well, no, I guess I wouldn't say that, because Nintendo is dumb enough to name something like that. But
yeah, no,
okay.
So I hope that it's just. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not I just want all the games to be in one place. I just want my Switch purchase to be justified by there being more games on it, really.
There you go.
That's why. I'm super excited for that, though. That will be a purchase I do. The Wii U hasn't burned me completely, but it has burned me a little bit.
Are you gonna find the way to come join us at PAX South or something, so we can all play the Switch? Because that just got announced. They got announced. It's gonna be playable at PAX South today. And immediately people started buying tickets to PAX South finally.
Yeah. When is PAX South?
End of January.
I
want to say the 29th or something like that.
It's in Texas, so it's a little closer than Boston.
Yeah, San Antonio. I'm sure there will be a bunch of us there.
Yeah.
You keep it in mind.
I don't know.
It's
I hate
a weekend.
flying. I hate just having to fly.
That's fair.
And I don't usually have... if it's a weekend, that's better, because I don't usually have off days for work, so...
Right.
We'll see.
Cool. So where do you find yourself kind of... do you find yourself focused on any particular system this generation? You said you're not really much into the Xbox exclusives.
Yeah,
so
definitely PS4 is what I'm playing. I've definitely, gone from Nintendo to like really pretty hardcore PS4. I got really into the trophies for whatever reason.
Okay.
But I didn't ever care really about the achievements on the X, which makes no sense. They are the same thing, but for some reason I like the trophies a whole lot more.
But they gave you a specific trophy for getting everything else.
It's true.
Whereas on Xbox you just get the 1,000 pointer,
right?
And it's like, okay, but like I want that extra thing. I want that extra reward for getting 1,000 points.
Yeah, my indies are 100%.
You get the platinum trophy.
It's true, and I think just a lot of my friends play on PlayStation now because all my friends are you all, so naturally, you guys
us crazy kind of funny people are the beyond diehards.
Exactly. So it was a natural fit, and I just really liked I bought the PlayStation 2nd. I bought my Wii U first because I was actually in a history of video games class my senior year, and we were talking about.
How is that that's not fair that's a class these days. I hate
history of video games. Yeah, it was a class for my major.
History of video games. That was never a
it was a media arts class. Yeah, my professor, he streams. He has his own website. He does. He reviews video games. He's like, I review video games so that I can get them for free. So
nice.
He gets free games and he reviews them for his site. But so yeah, of course he's gonna have a history of video games class. But we got to like the Nintendo part, and that's when I was like, oh my god, I am such a horrible Nintendo fan. I haven't touched my Wii in forever. I don't own a Wii U. And all these things. So that's what made me go out and buy a Wii U. Because I felt so horrible. And then I got the Zelda edition one. So it came with Wind Waker and has like the fun little whatever on the tablets. But yeah, that's what made me buy the Wii U. And I was super pumped for it. I did enjoy the Wii U during the time that I played the Wii U. But then I stopped playing the Wii U and did not enjoy it anymore.
Yeah, it was the same kind of thing for me. It was like, oh, those 2 weeks that I played it, those were fun.
It was great. I just thought it was so cool. I was playing Wind Waker in the kitchen. I was like, bitches, what up? Like, I can cook and play my games. As if, like, a DS didn't exist, but it was cool. And then, so that happened. I bought that during finals week, my second to last semester. And then my last semester during finals week again, I went and bought a PS4. Because apparently you don't study on final week.
No,
so
you celebrate.
Yeah, so I decided. So once I played I got a good semester's worth out of my Wii U. I decided that I wanted more. I wanted to actually start trying to game a bit outside of Nintendo. So I bought a PS4 since it was cheaper and better than the Xbox. Or by better, I mean the graphics were better, technically.
Mm-hmm.
So they claim. I don't know. But, so I was like, why would I spend $500 on a console that's inferior to the... I don't mean to hate on the Xbox. Just like, that was just like worse than the PS.
Yeah, the big problem I think with the Xbox was that they bundled in... Like, if they hadn't bundled in the Kinect...
But
if the Kinect hadn't been there and it had just been like, or you had to buy the Kinect separately and they were comparable in price of $400 a piece, I don't think it would have been nearly as big a thing. Because the PlayStation 3 was a little bit inferior to the Xbox 360, and ran into the same issues, but that was because the PS3 was a little bit inferior and $100 more or $200 more or something like that. So yeah, it was the combination of two. In the end, they both kind of net out where they're selling about the same, and Xbox, I'm sure, when all is said and done, will come up much more in line with PS4 sales and stuff too. But yeah, the out the gate, like bundling it in with the Kinect and hitching it to that wagon, and then people just not wanting that at all.
Right, exactly. So
really
that's
hurt
why
their initial.
Yeah, and I did research on the exclusives. Like, I had only really known Xbox because, like, my boyfriend at the time, he did Xbox. My friend, like, I'm a really good friend, he did Xbox. Everyone I knew did Xbox, so that's just kind of what I gravitated towards and why I got the 360 initially. But then I realized that I didn't particularly care for the exclusives, so I looked at the PS4 exclusives and thought that they might cater to me a little bit better. So
had to play that knack.
Yeah, had to play that knack. So I bought that, and I bought Infamous Second Son with it. And so
did you really buy knack?
No, I did not buy knack.
Okay.
No, by that I meant PS4. I bought the PS4.
Gotcha.
And then Infamous Second Son. And so that was my first Infamous game, and my first PlayStation game, and my first Platinum. It was great. Nice. It was a beautiful trifecta. But I want to play the old Infamous games. That's why I've really liked the remasters, because now I've gotten to play the Uncharted collection. I want to get the BioShock collection just so that I can get the trophies. And then same with what's the other one that, like, Last of Us remastered. Mm-hmm. It's been good for me, at least, since I didn't actually have a PS3 to play anything on.
Yeah, very cool.
But yeah, so I did that, and then I eventually got a Xbox. I got the white Sunset Overdrive Xbox. That's when they were like, nice. Yeah, that's when they were promoting, like, cheaper. I think it was just they did $50 cheaper.
So I don't know if you ran into the same thing I ran into. Mm-hmm. I had already had that bundle on pre-order, because Sunset Overdrive was like the first thing where I was like, okay, like, I want to play that game. It's only coming to Xbox, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the console for it, and I'll play enough other things on the Xbox that I'll, like, it'll be fine. Yeah. And like the week before they launched it, Microsoft came out and were like, hey, we're dropping the price $50. But the price drop wasn't going to take effect for a few weeks. And so Amazon emailed me and was like, hey, you've probably seen that they're dropping the price. We're not going to drop the price of your, like, we're not going to give you $50 back, but we will give you $50 like Amazon credit, as a thank you for keeping your order, basically, if you keep your order. And so I was like, that's great business. And I immediately, like, turned around and used that for the Halo Master Chief Collection.
Right, it's like, it sucks with Amazon credit, but at the same time, you're going to fucking use it. So, It's Amazon. You can buy anything from there. Yeah. I got that. I graduated, and, Sunset Overdrive was, like, happening, and I really, really wanted to play it. It looked like a ton of fun. And, like, Master Chief Collection was coming out, too. I'd never played the Halo game, so I was like, fine, except for, like, one. I was like, okay, two games are out that I'm willing to play. I will buy it. So I bought the 2 games. I think those are the only 2 games I bought for it. So it's been a great... No. Oh, I played Tomb Raider on it, but I didn't buy it. I gameflied that. Gameflied it. During my free... Because I did Extra Life, I did my free, like, month of Gamefly. So I did the Uncharted collection. And because I played that in a day, all 3 games.
All 3 games in one day?
Well, for Extra Life, I played 2 and 3 in one day, and then I, like, took the week before to play 1. So I had some extra time, so I played Tomb Raider too. That came out, so I did it for Xbox. But that was, I really haven't played many games on my Xbox. I
totally, like, I'm largely in the same boat. I've played, like, those. I played Sunset Overdrive. Love Sunset Overdrive in and of itself. Like, if I'd not played anything else, I still would have been like, okay. I mean, I paid a lot for that one experience, but I still enjoyed that one experience, so it was great.
No, I love that game.
And then I finally got around and played the first 2 Halo games.
I only played the first Halo game.
They are not for me, so...
I was told I need to play 2, so...
Like, 2
two's like the best
2 is definitely
one.
better than 1.
I would assume.
But it's still, like... It's still, like, it's 10 years old at this point, so it doesn't feel modern. It felt very slow to me. Was my gripe with it.
That's how I feel. That's what's happening with me in Mass Effect, I guess. I want to get into Mass Effect, but just, like, playing older games like that, it's just, like, it's very hard, and it just feels tedious to, like, okay, let me... Because with the backwards compatibility, I own all 3 used because I bought them for my 360, but I bought them right when I also bought my Xbox One, so I just had no desire to play the 360, so I never actually played them. Right. So now that they were on backwards compatibility, I was like, oh yeah, now I can play my Xbox One. This is great. And I started the first one. I was like, I can't like get into like this old, like, and I think it's just because of the age of the game. Like, I just can't which sucks. I like really want to play these fucking games that everyone talks about. That's why I need a remastered collection, please. I will buy them again.
Yeah,
if they are remastered. I mean,
that's what they gave you with the Halo games. So
yeah, exactly.
They are remastered, but they didn't change or they didn't like update the mechanics to make them to make it faster or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I've played a few of the Gears games now, and I Gears, the first one didn't hook me in, but the second, and then I just skipped to Gears 4. This year.
I do want to play 4 still.
And I had a good time with those. They were fun. And then I also picked up, like, as a super old school Nintendo and Super Nintendo and N64 fan, I picked up the Rare Replay collection.
I want to get that too. Gears 4. I do like the Gears franchise. I played one of them as well. I have no idea which one. Probably Gears of War 1 because it's free on the Games with Gold at some point. But I did really enjoy that. Like, that's like the one exclusive franchise I like. I can't even name you Xbox exclusives besides Halo and Gears and Forza.
Yeah, I certainly do. Yeah, those are like the big ones. The big ones I can think of too.
But
you have like Rise, Son of Rome, and
I want to play Quantum Break too.
Oh, I had a good time with that one. Yeah,
I just I guess like for the Xbox games, like ones I want to play, but I'm not like dying to play. I'm not willing to spend the $60 on it. So maybe during the holidays, some might go on sale.
Yeah,
and that or like sometimes I will just do like a month of GameFly or like a few months of GameFly because it's $15 like a month, and just play through like a backlog that I haven't played through or what I've missed out on. So that I started doing that once, but then I got back into WoW, and I had no desire.
Then they pulled you back in.
Play. I had I had gotten Mirror's Edge or whatever it was called, the new one.
Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Yeah, and I had it. Never touched it. I was like, wow. So I was like, damn it. So I stopped it, but I could probably do it again.
Yeah,
or I could just own the games. I like owning the games.
The only other like Xbox, like I played Rise of the Tomb Raider last year on Xbox rather than wait a year for it to come to PlayStation 4.
I kind of want to buy it for PS4 though for the trophies.
And that like I would love to because I've got PSVR. I would love to get like the VR experience on it, but I didn't feel like I could. I didn't feel like justifying like that experience by buying the whole game again. So I'll, like maybe when
price drops
eventually. When it eventually drops in price, I'll like pick that up and really just dive in for that. But
So
I also play like a little bit of I played some of the indie games because they were like on Xbox first. So like Oxenfree and Inside this year I picked up on Xbox.
I want to play Ori and the Blind Forest still. I haven't played that.
That's an excellent one.
That's like only $20 or something. I can play that whenever. But so I have a few Xbox games I would like to play. I'm just waiting for, I guess, the appropriate price. Don't know what that appropriate price is, but I am waiting for it. So maybe the holiday sales I can actually pick up a few, like Gears, and I mean Gears won't be like much cheaper, but if anything.
I mean, if you want like the backlog of Gears games, with the Gears remaster and then again with Gears 4, they basically gave you codes for Gears 1,
They'll
2,
still
3,
do that?
and Judgment. They did. So I have them. I can give you because I got it. I redeemed the codes when I bought the Gears remastered because I was like, and that was why I bought the Gears remastered.
Oh, right. They did a Gears remastered version too. Gotcha.
So like I picked that up because I was like, oh, with backwards compatibility, I can actually like get all of the games in one. It's great, awesome. And then they did the same. They did it again with the Gears 4 game.
Oh, so you have.
And so I
twice.
I have extra codes of all of them, so I can send you those if you just want to play like the old Gears, the 360 versions.
Lead
of
up
Gears
to
games.
the 4.
Yeah.
To the 4th one, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Where do I sign up?
Can
I sign the contract for that?
I will. I'll make a note to send those to you after we're done.
Sorry, I don't think I have them. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I have a few. Yeah. I need to look out for those holiday sales, I guess, and see if I can't turn on the Xbox. I use my Xbox solely for Netflix and like Hulu and everything because I feel so bad that I won't use it anywhere else. I'm like, this is just going to be like my Netflix machine. I will get my money's worth just by using Netflix and Twitch. And
even though you could do that all on your PlayStation 4 as well.
It's fine. It's got to get used. I don't want it to feel neglected. Really, I've used my Xbox more than my PS4 if you really think about it.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Think of all the Gilmore Girls. Think of it all.
Then it's the system that they wanted. It's what they sold, John. It's it's not just games.
It's true. It is not.
It
is almost not
Netflix.
any games, but
Yeah.
it's just a $400 Netflix box.
Great. So kind of in tandem with this, a lot of times we talk about like when did you start like getting into like following the industry stuff? Like when did you start paying attention
When
to
I
podcasting or something like that?
When I bought my Wii U.
Okay.
I started to actually like my history of video games class just like sparked everything for me. It made me realize how much I loved video games and how much there was out there. I knew IGN, like I used them for like their wikis and then GameFAQs for like, guides or whatever, but I never actually paid attention. And I had like Nintendo Power. Like that was a great magazine.
Absolutely.
So like I kept that with my Nintendo news because that's all that mattered in the world. But it was when I bought my Wii U, I just like decided to be a diehard gamer. I was like, I have missed out on so much. I just want to connect with everything. And that's when I started doing podcasts like in middle school with Harry Potter. Nothing gaming related, but so IGN's where I found like I looked at all the news daily. It was like my homepage on Chrome, and it was I just started listening to Nintendo Voice Chat, to Xbox Unlocked, to Beyond. I just wanted to listen to everything. I felt like I'd missed out like my whole life on it, so I was just trying to play catch up, I guess. And so that's what got me like it. I've really not been like active in the gaming news / industry for very long. I guess 3 years.
Cool.
It's really not been long. So.
And then obviously when Greg and Colin left, I'm guessing that's like you jumped onto like were you kind of funny beforehand, like when they were just doing it like as a side thing?
I think they mentioned it on Beyond one time about doing like a Game Over Greggy or whatever, and I was like, oh, what's that? And I looked, and I think they had like 19 episodes at the time, so I started, because being me, I can't just start in the middle. I had to start like from the beginning, so I like plopped on the first one. I really, really liked it, and so it really wasn't too long before they did Kind of Funny. I don't know what episode they were on when they announced Kind of Funny, but I was kind of late on that train because I just had no idea they were doing it. But I found that I really liked it, and I just like started falling like in love with Greg and Colin, like, and their whole dynamic. So that's kind of where all that started.
Great. And that led us to being
and this
friends
is my
and
life
hanging out.
now.
Exactly. And now we spend way too many hours in a Facebook chat talking about stupid people in the community
just killing my life.
and the annoying things that they're
wanting
doing.
to die.
Because,
I hate everyone. Why? I just want to have a nice Sunday. Like
exactly. Like, can't everybody just like not for a little while and then just let us live our lives?
Star Wars came out today. I get it.
Yeah.
Don't be so mad when I delete things. It's fine.
Great. Any last before we dive into your favorite game? Any last kind of like key gaming memories that you kind of want to touch on?
I don't know. Yeah, my favorite memories will always be watching my brother play Zelda. That's like my prime, like gaming, like what kind of got me into it all, and playing that freaking Intellivision. But no, I think that's pretty good.
Great.